It is. Live and exclusive on PSGL TV. Yeah, parts of it and try to stay as interactive as possible. I certainly enjoyed the racing, but yeah, if you want to give us an update from last week, Malk, I'd be happy to hear it. Mhm. 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 So I'm wondering what you're hoping to see this week. Yeah, they've let you down. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'm I'm going to stick I'm going to stick my neck out. And if it's a dry race, I'm going to go with That's a Boy to win. I know he's very quick. Having raced against him a few times. And I'm going to say Jamie. And ooh, who can I go for third? I'm going to say Finus. I'm going to say Mike. I think Mike come in third.
Hello and welcome from the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, home to the Canadian Grand Prix, for today's qualifying session.
Yeah, but remembering rightly from last night, that's how we started, and we had a dry race. So I'm hoping we get a dry race. I mean, I'm seeing on the forecast it's saying overcast, um, but I'm hoping for a dry race. So or changeable conditions, such as was it last week in Spain or the week before, there was changing conditions and it threw a spanner in the mix. So yeah, but preferably dry for me. Yeah, I'll stay with the timings. Okay. So as we see Jamie leaving the pits, and he's actually followed by Big C. Lordy Boy HD is already on track, just coming up to the end of Sector 1 on his out lap. So who do you think is going to be dominant in quali? Who do you see as being the powerhouse of qualifying? That is a question. I was quite disappointed with Joker last week. I thought we'd have got more of a showing from him last week. But also, I don't think last week we had a true representation of Big C's pace due to that earlier incident. So I don't think we had a real fair idea of Big C's capabilities last week. So I'm hoping to see a bit more of Big C's qualities. And, he is a fast driver. He's not a former champion for no reason. So I'm hoping that we get through maybe turn 1 and 2 without incident, have a clean start, and then we can have an exciting race. Yeah. Well, as HD is just coming up to the chicane at the end of the lap, I believe. Well, he's had contact with all the champions. I was going to say maybe he'll finish in the mid 112s, but that has significantly hampered his pace. And as Lordy Boy comes up to the chicane as well, I'm wondering, you know, with the Wall of Champions damage on, will guys take it a bit cautious at the moment, not wanting to risk losing the front wing, as Lordy Boy goes an 11.9. So I'm wondering if it's going to pay off, who's going to run the risk and go full on at the chicane. So I think it's going to be the battle of risk versus reward. As That's a Boy puts in a 20.5 in Sector 1. That is impressive. Big C goes quickest with a 1:11.1, so he's setting an early marker. As That's a Boy ran out of fuel. A 1:12.2. So at the moment we're seeing Big C and pole, Faunus in second with a 1:11.2. 2/10 slower than Big C, followed by Mystic Joker, Lordy Boy, That's a Boy, Face Swift Reply, Jamie with a 1:13.2, HD 1:13.3. I don't know about you, Malk, but I'd expect more from Jamie. I know Jamie's really quick, and certainly from, you know, last week's performance, I was expecting more from him. So that's probably why. I think we'll certainly see 110s today. I'm sure we'll see a 1:10.8. I think we'll go as quick as that, as Big C finishes his out lap, preparing to go on his hot lap. Mystic Joker's also on an out lap, just coming up to the end of Sector 1. Yeah, I think there is a real risk of a corner cut there. It can be quite a tricky corner, and it is very easy to make a mistake there, either going wide or actually cutting it. HD just put in a 20.8, Sector 1 hits the wall on the left hand side. I'm wondering if he's struggling with a bit of understeer. He certainly looked to be struggling with understeer there through the chicane. Big C just finished his hot lap there, going 2/10 slower than his previous best. Mystic Joker setting a 20.9 first sector. He's not exactly lighting up the timing boards, but I respect the time all the same. Well, I think That's a Boy set a 20.5. Also, Mike Faunus is set a 20.5. Also goes purple, Sector 1. Nice. I think he went wide enough to enable the speed to go through, but a 1:12.6 from Jamie fair enough on the prime tyre. That's a respectable time for the prime tyre. That's a boy comes through. It was seen the 110s. No, 111.8087. But goes second. Big C. I thought it was a collaboration. You'll never take her Formula 1. Well, what I find interesting is Big C, although goes purple sector 2, sector 3, Mike Founus, Belgian Batman, the Joker Killer, actually goes purple sector 1. He holds on to the quickest time for sector 1, yeah. So, Big C's first sector is a 20.653. Mike and That's a Boy had set 20.5s. Tisma's sector 1, 20.6, 22.6 for sector 2. I believe he may be having a shout for finishing third at the moment. But I don't know if you're seeing the weather much like myself, Malk. It does look as if it's getting clearer. We have 8 minutes left of qualifying. And he has a 20.5, sector 1, goes purple. Purple first sector. Yeah, it was pretty smooth. It was slow, but it was smooth. A 22.6, he's 1/10 down on Big C sector 2 time. So can he make it up for sector 3 and possibly take provisional pole? .110.9 takes second. He's 600ths of a second slower than Big C. 700ths of a second. I'm wondering, I'm really excited about this because this opening grid in qualifying looks as close as the grid we had last night in Formula 3, and we certainly know how good a race that was last night. So I'm wondering if we're going to see something special here. You know, we've got Mystic Joker also. We've got Well, I think rather than just the three, you know, I certainly think Big C, Mike, That's a Boy, Mystic Joker, Lordy Boy and Pismas, who are all 7/10 within each other. I think this could be a six-way battle. Possibly 8 at the end with Jamie going into the option tyre. You know, we know he's on the prime tyre at the moment. He's probably thinking, I'm going to try and catch these guys out at the end of the race. I'm going to be on the quicker tyre and the advantage will be my corner. So Jamie will certainly come into play later on in the race. Well, I was just watching HD there and he was very cautious coming through the last chicane. Now, has the experience of making contact already with the world champions made him a bit too cautious? Is he just being a bit too cautious at the moment? We certainly know you've got to take a risk at the chicane. You've really got to attack it to make up the time. Tismus comes up to the last chicane also. He's looking pretty decent. He's in 6th at the moment. Can he improve? He doesn't. He goes 1:11.7, which is 2 tenths slower than his quickest time. And we see Big C coming out again. Big C's coming out again with 4.5 minutes left. Is he feeling the pressure from Mike and That's a Boy? Is he just covering them off? But I feel this is maybe just too early to come out to cover these guys off. You know, I would have maybe waited the 2 minutes on the timetable and then came out, because then you can always back off. Lordy Boy makes contact with Wally Champions and has a puncture. Yeah, he joined myself and Sheepy and Tom on the charity event. It was going to be hosted on Saturday. Unfortunately, we never got a chance to do any racing, so I'm not really certain about what his pace is like. But as we see, That's a Boy retires from the session, so it looks as if he's pretty comfortable in 3rd, obviously in the clean side of the track. But I wonder if this is going to be a role reversal from last week where Mike got the jump on That's a Boy. So I'm wondering if we're going to see Robin overtake Batman. Will Boy Wonder beat the Caped Crusader? I think he made an error there in the last chicane. Decided against it. Slobby Boy's coming out to the pits next, he goes on the grass. And Jamie's having another run on primes, so I'm wondering if he can improve on 8th. Normally I would say yeah, but I think with Canada being quite a short track, and you know, I don't think there's that much of a difference in the tyres' pace either. So, and you know, the tyres do last a fair amount of time last night. I mean, I'd done a 1-stop, but obviously we saw with Betrayer that the 2-stop was ultimately the quicker one. But I think, you know, use the primes early, get to possibly maybe lap 18, possibly 20, and then just have a surge to end on options. So, and this is certainly a strategy that I played with last night as well. I was really contemplating doing it. But I inevitably concluded that it was just too risky. If I lost my front wing, you know, then it may leave you either going in for another set of primes, or you try and run the options right until the end. So it's a risky strategy, and I'm really wondering if this is going to pay off for Jamie. If it is, I'll applaud it. Well, Jamie stays 8th. It's a 35 lap, and his Haig stays 10th with a 1:13.1 as we have 10 seconds remaining in the session. So at the moment we have Big C on pole, Finis in 2nd, That's a Boy in 3rd, Mistake Joke in 4th, and we're having the last of the runners, Lordy Boy's going slow. I think he's backed out of it. and we have Haig still on track, I believe. Yeah, he's just got up to the end of sector 2. Bit of a cut there, lost the back end slightly, that'll definitely hamper the pace. And stays in 10th.
The crowd loved that
So we
qualifying
have
performance
Big
by
C
Sebastian
in pole
Vettel.
position,
He made it look
Finus
easy.
in second, That's a Boy third, Mystic Joker in fourth, Lordy Boy in fifth, Tismas in sixth, Facelift Reply in seventh, Jamie on the primes in eighth, Insane Like Howitz, I believe that is, in ninth, Haig in 10th, HD in 11th, and Arun, who it doesn't look as if he set a time. I'm wondering if there's either been a qualifying ban, or is he waiting to preserve tyres with that one?
It's Sunday afternoon here in
Well, certainly
Montreal,
I'm
and we're
not
about to
aware
find out
of
who's best prepared to take on this
any
4.3 kilometre track and, of course, the infamous Wall of Champions. We're nearly ready for the start of today's race, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the grid.
It looks very dry. So yeah, it looks as if we could have a dry race. So who in your mind is going to go one stop? Who in your mind is going to go two? Yeah. Yeah, I think the front runners are going to stick with two stops. I think Jamie's going to go one. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Malk.
It's okay, don't do anything reckless.
And as we're preparing for the Canadian Grand Prix, we are go! Big C's taking the lead from Finus, That's a Boy. So Mike definitely kept his position from That's a Boy. And it looks as if the front three are starting to open up a gap. Mystic Joker looks to be coming under pressure from Facebook Reply. Jamie looks to try to make a move on him as well. His Mystic Joker's getting a bit closer to Lordy Boy. Oh, that looks as if Jamie went a little deep. Big C is opening up the gap from Mike, but it looks as if they're coming under pressure from That's a Boy. It looks as if one of the Red Bulls is making a move through the chicane. Well, it looks as if there's a four-way battle between Warren Haig, Facelift Reply, Insane Like Howitz, and one of the Saubers. Mike seems to have opened the gap up a little bit from That's a Boy. Look to give yourself some breathing space there. Mistake Joker closing in on Lordy Boy, has a look on the inside at the hairpin. We'll be hoping to line them up on the long straight. He looks to get a better exit from the corner. He's lining up the Red Bull. Force in there goes left, has a look left. It looks as if there was a slight contact. Has a little look in the inside the chicane and thinks better of it. DRS becoming active this lap though. Has a little look in the inside lap turn 1. And a slight contact with Lordy Boy's rear left tyre. And this allows Jamie to come in. Warren Haig's coming under pressure from Faceswift Reply, closely followed by the other Red Bull, I believe, Insane Like Howitz. Jamie's really closed up behind Mystic Joker. That's a boy who's made it past Mike. There is a 2, 4, 5-way battle going on here. Jamie, Warren Haig. Who else is it? The other Red Bull. Side by side going into the chicane. Oh, was there a touch? And the two Saubers are close together as well. Warren Haig closing right up on Faceswift Reply. Jamie closely following behind, and saying like how it's behind in 8th. This is a tremendous 4-way battle already, and we're only 4 laps in the Canadian Grand Prix. Faceswift Reply will be hoping to open up the gap to Warren Haig, trying to get out with that DRS activation zone. Oh, and Faceswift Reply makes contact with the wall. The question is, did he damage front wing? This has allowed Warren Haig to come right up, it's behind. DRS active. Mystic Joker left the session. That's a boy will not be giving up this position very easily though. He'll be... It looks as if this monumentous battle from last week is carrying on again in Canada. I'm wondering if this is going to be the battles we're going to see between these two guys for the remainder of the season. I certainly hope so, because it makes for tremendous viewing. That's the boy goes on the inside, looks as if the moves, he got the moves to stick. But as well as Big C, you know, this playing into his hands, the Williams of Tisnes, I believe, you know, he'll be sitting just waiting for possible contact between these two guys and then just reap the rewards. I don't think he'll want involved in this battle at the moment. He'll be saving his tyres. But this battle will be certainly shredding Cameron's and Mike's tyres at this stage of the race. Yeah, certainly if it's a 2-stop, I believe they'll be coming in lap 11 for either options or primes. If it's options, they'll go to lap 22, change to primes. If it's primes, they'll go to lap 24. Option, prime option. I certainly think at the end of the race, if you're on primes and he's on auctions, then you're at a distinct disadvantage. However, in the middle of the race, it might come good, and it looks as if Warnhaig made a move on facelift reply after the final chicane. There's a four-way battle going on here, and it looks as if the Saubers are also coming into play just behind us of the Rune HD. At the moment, Big C has opened up a gap of 5.5 seconds. So certainly the battle between Cameron and Mike is playing into Big C's hands. It's insanely how it goes deep into the corner and collects the wall on the left hand side. Jamie's having a look at insanely how it's DRS activated. It looks like he's got the overall pace. We have him here. He has the inside line. And he's got to move to stick inside like how it's clips the wall of champions. Warnhaig takes inside the facelift reply. Jamie having a look in the inside. And it looks as if the Sauber of is that a Rune is coming into play here also to join in this battle. Facelift reply going on the outside of Warnhaig as they go through the S bend. This allows Jamie to close up again. He goes wide, makes contact. Oh, the Rune makes a move in Jamie. He will have the inside line to the chicane. Face reply goes on the side of Warnhaig, makes the move stick, but it looks as if Warnhaig get the better exit from the chicane. Looked like the insanely Cowards also got the pass on facelift reply running into turn 1. So that contact with the wall really hampered them on that straight. Damage to the front wing. I think he's got damage. Yeah, he's down to 9th now. Coming under pressure of HD. Was that Jamie Pitts? Jamie Pitts very early from primes, so I'm wondering if he's hoping and intending to go 2 long auction stints to get the prime tyre out of the way and then get on the quicker tyre. He does go auctions. Gap from first to second is now 7.1 seconds. It looks as if Warnhaig is starting to open the gap between himself and Insanely Howitz, but Insanely Howitz got a bad angle from that corner. He comes under attack from the Rune, who makes the pass before the ear pin. There's contact between the Rune and Insanely Howitz. We're now in lap 11. This is where I would expect the two stoppers to come in. So I'm wondering if we're going to see Big C come in this lap or possibly the next. And it looks as if Mike, who's came into second, I'm imagining that's a boy, has pitted. Down to fourth, I imagine he's come into the pits for another set of options. Does. Here comes into the pits. Will Mike follow him? I'll go one more lap. I think he'll come in. Yeah, he comes in. Now, Big C goes for the options again. As we see, Fownes is going primes. Fownes is going primes. That's the boy coming through the last chicane. Will certainly beat Mike. Coming out the pits. Certainly does. So Pismus takes the lead. Still at the pit, of course. Big C, I would say half a second behind. That's a boy just coming out of second one. Goes to Dial. Facelift reply goes primes. Someone will see Pismus come in this lap, certainly come under pressure from Big C with DRS. Certainly, so far all these guys are indicates that they're going to go through stop. Because certainly, I don't believe they're going to have the time for the last 2 or 4 laps. I don't think it'll last that long. So these look to be the 2 stoppers of the race. Yeah, it looks like everybody's a bit spread out at the moment, just waiting for the strategies to come into play. It's not one of my favourites. But I actually grew to enjoy it. It's a very flowing track. Yeah, and I'm going to certainly enjoy doing it again tomorrow with the 2014 performance cars. So yeah, it's an enjoyable track, however it didn't start like that way with myself. What about yourself, Mark? Is that a track you enjoy? Well, just sorry to interrupt you, Mal. It looks as if we may possibly see some action shortly. Arun is being chased down by Lordy Boy at the moment, but close behind is Jamie on the option tyre when the previous two drivers are on the prime tyre. So I don't imagine it'll be long before we see a bit of action from Jamie. For me that was very early to come in from the primes. So I don't know if he's possibly had a bit of front wing damage. He was just hoping to get the prime tyre out of the way. I certainly would be interested to hear his opinion after the race if we can get a hold of him. I would say 24, end of lap 24. But as you see, Lordy Boy is actually managing to close up behind the road. And Jamie has also managed to close a gap. Lordy Boy having a little look at the inside before the S section. Just come up to sector 2. Lordy Boy's really closed up behind him now. There's a little look on the outside. I think he's deliberately went wide to get the better traction off the line. Getting a better exit from the corner. Certainly he'll have advantage of DRS. Goes to the inside. He's got it. Oh, that looked a bit cheeky. I think he came in a bit too early for he came in a bit too early for my comfort there. I personally think that was a bit cheeky as Jamie makes a move inside of the room. Certainly on the better tyre, the quicker tyre. And as Jamie goes and hunts down Lordy Boy now, coming up to the end of sector 1. But Arun coming back at Jamie. Well, the thing is as well, I think they roughly come in about the same lap. So although Jamie's on the quicker tyre, I think the tyre life will be a bit more to the advantage of Arun, because Jamie's tyres will be about 6 laps old, and I think they've only got a life of possibly 11, so they're probably about halfway through their life, whereas Arun could possibly have another 8. He does, his look inside, Lordy Boy goes defensive. Big C's opened up his gap to about 9.5 seconds, so that's about now. Fownes seems to be dropping back from Cameron, and Tismas is actually closing up on Mike. Jamie just come round end of sector 2 also. Both are on the prime tyre also, but it sounded as if Insane made contact with a wall and he goes wide. Advantage Insane. DRS open, goes to inside. little corner jump there. A little corner jump. I think that may be disputed. It looked as if he went a little off track there to keep ahead. As a rune comes out into the middle of this there. Oh no. I was really surprised that Haig went as wide as that with a rune coming out of the pits. For me, in my opinion, he should have stayed tighter to the corner and would have been on the inside for the next turn. That looked to be contact again. You certainly have DRS, but I think this Insane might have it also, with the rune slightly ahead. Doesn't look as if he is. I'm wondering if that was a late call into the pits there, because this looks to be an early pit stop, certainly on the prime tyre front wing damage. Closing down Lordy Boy in the sector one. Rune on the prime tyre, Lordy Boy on options. Sorry, tell a lie. The Rune on options, Lordy Boy on primes. Yeah, getting a bit mixed up there. He's on the red one. The Go Fast tyre. A little bit cautious there through the chicane. It looks as if Big C's starting to come on some of the back markers now. I can't actually see who that is yet, and I believe it's that's Big C past. That's a boy coming into the pits. I believe this is going to be for the prime tyre. This may be, in fact it is a prime tyre. Cameron is hoping to go to the end on that tyre. Fanis passes. Now, Fanis can keep Cameron behind him. But has Mike pitted? Has Mike pitted? Because if Mike still has to pit, then this is handing the advantage to Mike. He'll be on the quicker tyre on the last stint. But the question is, can That's a boy close him down and reduce that gap? I think we might see Mike come in lap 24, possibly lap 25. But what he really needs to do is keep That's a boy behind him. Tismus is actually closing Mike in as well. He's done well to close him down. That's the boy currently 2.5 seconds behind Business. As we follow Mike up to the end of Sector 2, Big C is on DRS straight. Mike Pitts, certainly it's got to be for options. So Mike will be hoping that Tismus can hold up That's the boy for him. Hold him up as much as possible. As Mike comes out, the pits. Jamie also pitted for options. Lordy boy just coming on the pit straight. I'm wondering if he's going to get the jump on Jamie here. But Jamie will certainly be on the quicker tyre. They come out side by side. Jamie just getting out in front. That's a boy on the fresher tyre also, better grip. I think we'll see Tismus come in. No, Tismus stays out. I'm very surprised. I thought Tismus would have came in. Lordy boy having a little look at the outside of Jamie. Pit straight on the inside. DRS side by side going into turn 1. Can he get the move to stick? Just hold inside line. Jamie coming back, having a look on the inside. Does he have the advantage of the inside line? Goes side by side into the turn. Lordy boy certainly not giving up this position. Certainly not without a fight. Tismus now coming into the pits. I believe he'll be going option tyre. That's a boy goes into second. Yeah, Tismus pits for options. Jamie looked to have DRS. I don't know if Jamie made a mistake there because Lordy boy still held on to the position. As you see, a Sauber coming behind as well. Jamie looking on the inside, makes a move. A little bit of contact, Jamie spins. Well, it certainly looked like that Jamie had seen a gap, went for it, and just had the slightest of contacts. And because the car's already imbalanced going in the corner, it's caused a minor spin. But Jamie's closed up Lordy boy very quickly, and he'll certainly have the advantage of the DRS straight. Jamie goes wide, hoping to get the better line, better exit from the hairpin, and certainly close enough. He'll have DRS. He should get the move to stick now. Has a look inside. Lordy boy goes on the inside. He looks to be in front and he's ahead of him in the chicane. DRS active again, of course, and should have the move done. I certainly think there was a gap there, and if you're not going to go for that gap, sensibly, of course, then I don't think there's any point racing. If you're not going to go for it, I think you'll struggle pretty much to win races. We will have DRS, but being on the prime tyre, I don't think he's close enough to really attack Jamie. Try and put him under pressure. We'll certainly have DRS active again. Coming into turn 1. Goes on the outside. Jamie goes defensive, but Lordy Boy possibly, I thought Lordy Boy might have got alongside him, have the inside of the next turn. Well, I've just saw Warren Hay come back into the pits in lap 27 for option tyres. I'm wondering if he's damaged his front wing again, because that is a really late pit stop. Well, they seem to be a bit spread out again. Big C opening up his lead to 11.1 seconds from That's a Boy. That's a Boy currently holding on to an 8-second advantage over Mike. Tism is 5 seconds behind. Jamie just coming round the pit exit. And he's... No, please stop. Well, I certainly think it makes a statement after last week that, yeah, it was just a blip. You know, I'm here to be competitive, I'm here to compete in this championship, and I'm certainly not going to let Mike just walk it, because coming into today's race, Mike was in the championship. He certainly has. The one thing that I wish that had happened, that's a boy actually came into F2 at the start of the season. I certainly think the league would look different. I think that's a boy would certainly be at the top challenging. for the championship in his first season in F2. What I'm finding interesting, certainly Warren Haig will be really fresh tyres, is that's a boy that actually lapped him, but Warren Haig is still keep relatively close behind him. Just come up to the end of sector 1. Did we just see, can we just see the back end? It's looking like Mike is really closing up on Warren Haig. We can see them in the distance. We have 3 laps to go. I'm wondering if second position is coming right down to the wire. Will it come down to the last lap? He's going to have to pump in quali laps to catch him. He's currently 4 seconds behind That's a Boy. But I'm wondering if the presence of Warren Haig has slightly distracted Cameron. Put Cameron, or made him feel a bit uneasy to allow Mike to close the gap. I certainly think if he was close enough he would try it. Still 4 seconds between them. Controlled this race from the start. He's not about 1 lap to go. I think Cameron's pretty comfortable for taking second. I think there's just too much of a gap at the moment now. There is the possibility, yes. I think he's close enough to Warren Haig to have DRS. So they should have DRS. That's about looks to go a little wide, but Mike is going to have to make the move into them. I think he's too far back. I think Cameron's got second place. And Big C claims the victory. Congratulations to Big C. Oh, Mike seems to get a good exit. Oh, I think that's it, boys. Just got it covered off. And Tismas comes in 4th place. Jamie from 8th to 5th. I don't think that strategy really paid off for him. It is. I think that's possibly out of frustration. And Lordy boys coming in 6th. Yeah, certainly controlled the race from the start to its conclusion. If I remember rightly, I think I've got 3 out of 3. Woohoo! On the return to commentating, a correct prediction.
What a fantastic result for Sebastian Vettel. He's really performed brilliantly today.
Jamie, 15 seconds. Well, I've set an invite to Connor, That's a Boy, and Faunus to see if they would like to join us.
Hello.
I'd just like to welcome Cameron, Mike, and Connor to
Hi.
the party. Great race, guys.
Thank you.
Was it? I was not that much.
I
Not that
certainly
much,
have to take my hat off to you, Connor. Certainly controlled the race from qualifying and from first lap to the last.
Well done, Dixie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's we did it again.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that this might happen every race.
Oh, please let it not. How are we ever going to win then?
Malcolm, wonder if you've got any questions for the podiums, the podium racers?
I do lift up a bit to not gain too much of an advantage. I didn't want it a second time, to be honest. That kind of jump start. So I did lift off a bit at like the first corner to fight a little bit back because it will gonna have the corner easily if I didn't have a jump start, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, did you tick the box?
Yeah,
Just
can you just check that you've ticked the box, guys, just to allow your voice to be shared.
Okay, yeah. No, let's move on. I'm sure. No, it's
I
fine.
can hear you,
It's-
Dixie. I can hear you through the stream on Craig.
Yeah, yeah. I've changed it, so. Yeah.
Mike, I've got a question for you. Due
Me?
to the ongoing battle with Datsa Boy,
Yes.
is there anything that you would have liked to have changed or tried differently in the race to try and get the jump on him? Or do you feel that was as much as you could have took from the race tonight?
I don't know. The amount of laps you could do on the options or primes were quite similar. For where you would choose to go to primes first, to options first. I think it would have not mattered much. But my race pace wasn't quite as I hoped it would be, like Big C said. So I don't think there will be too much that could have gone differently, except maybe my final corner at the final lap, because I could have had a run on that so near the end, near the finish line, but I did cut the corner a little bit, so I just did not went for it in the end.
Mhm.
I must say, I was struggling though in the first half of the race. I couldn't keep my car, quote unquote, on the track. I kept cutting some corners, didn't like that, but near the second half, I kept found a bit of more of a rhythm that I wanted. So yeah, there was that, and the walls were pretty close as well.
I've got a question for you, Cameron. At the end of the race, we saw Warren Haig pit really late, which meant he had really fresh tyres. How much of his presence was a distraction to yourself with Mike closing up behind?
It was, well, it unnerved me quite a bit, to be honest, because I didn't know whether he wanted to go ahead of me. If it looked like he was going to go for the move, I would have just pulled to the side on the straight and let him go, because it was not off-putting, but it almost put the pressure on a bit more of I've got to push to stay ahead of him as well. And when he unlapped himself on the final lap, I was really nervous because I thought I'm basically going to have to pull out of the final corner, and Mike's going to get a brilliant run on me, but I was just lucky enough to get away with it.
Well, I've actually been asked to ask you a question, Big C, from Tej. The question is F2 more competitive now than it has ever been, and does he think F2 was better with or without certain bad influences?
No, I think it's definitely the best grid I've been on, especially this season. Has to be, because there's a lot of competition. Like last race we had Jamie winning. This race is me. We had Baker. Austria with 5 people battling for the win. So I think it is. This race is difficult because the race basically, if you're quick, the corner cutting does play a big factor. So
Yeah.
I think that did stretch the race quite a bit between a lot of the drivers, which didn't help. That's what I think.
And also, he's asked a follow-up to that. He's asking, who from F3 and F4 do you think could make the jump to F2? And who would you like to see do it? And also, that question applies to you, Mike.
What?
I do follow the leagues. It's difficult to say. I don't think there's that many that would be would compete right at the front, but I think there's a few in F2. I think yourself, Craig, would definitely be well at home here. Chris Gore, Sheepy, I think they'd be really good in
McPhee.
F2. Yeah, McPhee, he's been in F2 for quite a few seasons beforehand, and he didn't really he struggled quite a bit last season in the races. So I think that yeah. So Craig, Chris, Sheepy, definitely from F3. And F4, I'm not too sure. Looking maybe Josh looks decent. Tamworth Fox.
Tamworth Fox.
Yeah, some races he looks really good. Others not. So yeah, there's a few. I mean, if they were to join, then it'd be and replace not replace some of the say slower drivers. If it was to be on ability and speed, then it'd be really competitive, and some of the races would be crazy.
Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Mike, who do you think could make the jump from F3 to F4?
Well,
But also,
most of
who would you like to see? Who would you like to see and competing against you?
well, most of the drivers Big C said, like Chris, yourself, and Sheepy at least. McPhee as well, to be honest, as well. Others, well, I haven't seen too much of Betrayer, but if I saw what I did at Canada, I would say him at least. But went a few races before, I would really say that. I think that's most of all it for F3, if I do not leave anyone out. F4, I think Tamil Fox at least. Josh maybe, not too sure.
Yeah. I think he'd be in the midfield for sure.
Yeah, same as I think. Well, Zimmer maybe.
It's difficult to say. Sorry to interrupt it, because obviously with yourself, I didn't expect you to be fighting for the title, and you are. So you never know how people perform.
I do not expect it from myself as well.
Yeah. So when it's you rise to the competition, so it could be the same with other people.
I'm just looking at the drivers of just race a bit against practices and some from like F3 and F4 that I know, and those people pop up in my head that I'll like to race against again league racing. Always go fun.
Just a question for Cameron. We know that you came in late on in the season, Cameron, but certainly I've been impressed with what you've achieved so far.
Thank you.
Do you feel what you've achieved so far against, guys like Big C and Mike and others that we know are quick, do you feel you're in contention in the championship next season?
Next season, maybe.
Just say yes.
I
would
don't know.
definitely say you would.
I don't know. We'll see. I think a few more races, get more settled in, just see if the consistency is there. I mean, the results might be coming at the moment, just kind of riding on the crest of a wave, but we'll see. Give it a few more races till the end of the season, and I'll probably be able to answer that properly.
And just Mike, it looks as if Big C's overtaking you in this Drivers' Championship. I'm wondering what do you intend to try and do, or try something different? What are you hoping for in order to retake that lead?
To be honest,
and can you see yourself retaking that?
I'm going to be honest, I would need a miracle for it, but it's not my, well, I will kind of lie a little bit if I say it's not my view, or my target for this season. My target is the top 5, and I'm well in it, so I don't mind if I would say championship or not, because I already have 2 championship on PSGL, which is already, I feel like that's a big achievement in itself. Different leagues, it would be unique as well. But for this season, it's not my view, my target. But what is definitely one of my targets is even if it is a first win here, a win in Belgium.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would hold that against you, mate.
Just building up the tension. I'm pressuring myself. Baby.
Not at all, Malk. I'm wondering if you've got anything to ask the guys.
I, th- I think the positions I've had in the first two races are the best I could have had. Definitely today, I think second was the best I could have had. Spain, it's touch and go. It depends if the accident with Tusmas hadn't have happened, then maybe you could say second. But I don't know. I still think on Spain, third would be the best I could have got. But yeah, I'm really happy with my start, to be honest. Thank you.
If he's next to me, it's gonna be a light one. That goes for Big C as well. Singapore, oh god.
There we go.
No.
I'll start. If that's okay. No, yeah, I think it'd be the same. It'd be his three, Tusmas and Jamie at the front. If it's a clean race, clean start, it'd be his five. That'd be it, really. I think it'd be like that to the end of the season. I think we're the
It's gonna be in the
quickest five,
defense.
and we're probably the most consistent five as well. So hopefully it'll be closer because the potential is there for some better racing at the front. But yeah. There is potential, like the likes of Lordy Boy or Radic. They've got pace. Even Mystic Joker at Silverstone showed he had the pace. It's just putting it together and getting a bit of luck, because I think, yeah, you need a bit of luck. Because obviously, see, like Singapore, we could lose a wing, collide with someone, have a tyre glitch in qualifying, then in the race, like Lordy did today. So,
Yeah.
You never know. But it should be interesting. I think this Singapore and probably Brazil should be really good races, the next two.
What about Belgium?
Yeah. No,
That's
I'll
it.
I'll be making sure that the home hero doesn't win. That's for sure.
Oh, the gauntlet is down, Mike. The gauntlet is down.
Yes, the challenge has begun.
Hopefully the title's won by then, so I can chill out a bit. No problem.
I think if anyone's going to fall out of that top five, I'd probably say it's myself, because I have a tendency at Singapore of putting it in the wall. So I'm really not looking forward to it. I'm going to put in a lot of practice over the week, make sure that I can get that consistency, the rhythm, to make sure that I don't put it in the wall. Because I think that'll be the main aim in the race. I'm not too bothered about my pace. It's just consistency when it comes to Singapore. Oh, God, I hope it doesn't.
Oh, please do not jinx it already. I don't do that! We've got how many? Around 7 or 8 that can do some crazy, unbelievable stuff. So throw up some rain in there, and you've got an adventure to watch. Maybe one to watch. Maybe drama, maybe shockings, maybe anything. Yeah. Uh, I do not like Abu Dhabi. That's close. Close is side by side. Just
Yeah.
driving off for Christmas.
Doesn't happen too often on this game anyway, so
And
got to make the most of it. Yeah, thanks. Good job again.
thanks, Mark.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys,
Craig.
and congratulations again.
Yeah, see you later.
Thank you. See ya.
Cheers. Bye.
Definitely. No, I certainly feel that the comments I made during the race that we controlled it from start to finish. It definitely showed that he was coming out to make a clear message that yeah, I'm still competitive, I'm still in this title hunt, and guess what, guys, I'm leading it now. So I think that's a clear message that he sent out to Faunus and the other guys who are also in the battle against him. And I think I was quite a bit dubious as to what Mike was saying, that he's not really hoping or really focused on winning the championship. I certainly think that with him being that close, I think he's got one eye on that title. Back-to-back wins in F3, coming up to F2, and with a shout at winning it. I think he's maybe got one eye on that trophy. But yeah, I certainly think Big C's came out and went, yeah, I'm making a statement here. hmm hmm Well, just looking at the way Jamie had set himself up, going and qualifying on primes, it looked as if he intended to stay on the option tile late in the race. Now, whether he was still intending to do the two-stop, on the option tyre, for me coming in lap 11 in the prime tyre is far too early. So I don't know if he was maybe had a bit of front wing damage, um, or he was just trying something different. I don't know, but it just looked as if he just didn't get the right strategy on the day. Hmm. Mhm. Well, I think certainly judging Jamie last week and his performance, I don't think you could really have counted him out in being in the top three. I mean, that's why I was quite disappointed because of last week's performance. Mhm. 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 And I think we saw that. I think we saw a few drivers just being cautious, but they were really losing out on overall lap pace. It definitely does pay to attack that chicane, but yeah, one error, you're in that wall and you're losing that front wing. And certainly it's a long lap and a lot of time to lose, getting round the track again in order to pit for a new front wing. So I think they're maybe just thinking about, the long game. Just keep the front wing, be a bit more cautious. Okay, I might lose a second, half a second, but at least I'm not losing a front wing. So I think that's what we saw tonight. Hmm. Yeah, I certainly think that hampered the race, and really played into Big C's hands. Now, whether they do something differently next week in Singapore to maybe open the distance up between the two themselves and maybe leave that battle till late on, certainly if it was me, that's what I would be thinking. I would be thinking, okay, they're maybe going to qualify on the option tyre, or even maybe even just sit in qualifying and watch to see in the race director what tyre they go on and qualify on, and then possibly change to their tyre and then hopefully use my overall pace to come in late on in the race and then maybe have, the battle late on. Whereas rather than hampering myself at the start of the race. Mm. Well, it was certainly a battle that I was having with myself when facing Chris when he was on his quali ban. Um, there was no way of telling what tyre he was going to be on, and I know Chris is quick, and he was certainly going to be in the mix at the end of the race. And I was tying myself up in knots, thinking, what's Chris going to do? What can I try and do to cover that off? And I think I eventually gave myself a headache and just goes, okay, I can just be as strong as I can and then see how things play out from there. Um, but I think, things are pretty much going to start on equal ground next week in Singapore. That's a boy, in fairness. They're both in qualifying. Are they going to do something different? I don't know. If it was me, I think I would. Two battles and two races in a row, which possibly hampered today's chances, certainly. Um, I think I'd be looking to do something different. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Mm. Mhm. None that I can think of. I think we did see a collision with Lordy Boy and Jamie, which caused Jamie to spin. So I'll be interested to watch what happens in the aftermath of that. Whether it'll just be put down to a racing incident, or whether there'll maybe just be, a talking to, or they'll just maybe put it down to, okay, we'll just learn from that, and we'll move on. So I'll be really watching what happens over the next couple of days. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Well, I'd certainly be interested to see it from the driver's point of view. Certainly, Jamie's. If he's on the inside and he sees a gap, he's entitled to go for it. So I think that's maybe what's happened. He's maybe saw a gap there. He's went for it, hoping to maybe just get on that inside line to maybe make Lordy Boy think twice, be a bit more cautious, and then hope to carry the pace round outside. So we don't know unless the guys approach the stewards just to have that reviewed, or once they upload their own footage of the race highlights. The only two drivers that really know for certain is Lordy Boy and Jamie. But for me, perceiving it the way it was, I'm speculating that there was a gap, and I think he went for it. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Mhm. 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 Yeah, certainly. I think there would be more to look at, but I think it was just a little bit of contact. Jamie having a spin. Is it any more than that? Only Jamie and Lordy Boy can make that decision. But for me, I think there was a possible hint of a gap. It, Jamie's went for it, and as a result, there's been some contact, and it's up to themselves, the guys themselves, whether they decide they want to take that further or just accept that's what it was. That is what it is. Mhm. Mm. Mhm. Keep on, keep on racing. Yeah. So I'm wondering if you would like to leave the viewers with anything just before we finish tonight, Mark, or is there anything that you would like to say before we conclude tonight's broadcast? Mhm. Mm. Yeah, looking forward to Singapore. It is one of my favourite tracks. Definitely adds a lot of different things to the mix, and there is a high possibility of rain. Despite Mike thinking we're jinxing it, I think uh, I would probably say percentage-wise, you're more chance of getting rain than getting a dry race. So really looking forward to the closeness of the track, the closeness of the cars, the risk of the walls at the side, the possibility of rain, and the uncertainty of what we've seen so far in terms of you know, the battles and the closeness of the drivers on track. So looking forward to next week. Mm. We do. You're very welcome, and thanks for joining, and thanks for sharing this with me. I look forward to many more. Mm. Thank you. So good evening.